Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to add a distribution center to your retailer. So let's get started. First, in the main navigation panel, click on the Markets tab. Once you've clicked on that, in the navigation menu, you will see a tab called Mass Markets. The Mass Markets tab will give you a selection of options to choose from. For now, we will choose Manage Retailers, then Distribution Center. Once the page is loaded, you will see a section on the left labeled Retailers that lists all your retailers, a section below that's labeled Distributions, and lastly, the Retailer Distribution Center entry on the right. Before we begin, let's quickly review the importance of distribution centers. Distribution centers, or DC for short, are buildings that belong to the retailer and are used to store goods and merchandise that are to be delivered to various places on an as-needed basis. A regular store can also be a distribution center. For a regular store to be designated as a distribution center, you'd have to create an entry in both distribution center and retailer store. To begin adding a distribution center, you first have to select the retailer you want to create a DC for in the section labeled Retailers. In this example, we will create a distribution center for Walmart, so I will select Walmart Store Inc. After selecting the retailer distribution center entry form will appear to the right. You can also see that the distribution grid is blank. This is because the retailer Walmart currently has no distribution centers. To add a distribution center, either click on the little plus icon shortcut in the distribution grid or begin filling the blank entry form. We will fill out the entry form. If you're not sure what each input field is asking for, don't worry. Orbit has provided a help service called Ask Lola. If there's an input field that you're not familiar with, click on the question mark next to it, and a pop-up will explain what the input field is and how you can fill it out. First, you need to create an account number for the distribution center. This is a unique number that's assigned to the distribution center by you. It is a free text form, so you can enter anything you wish. For now, we will enter A01. After you tab away, a pop-up will appear saying that the account does not exist and asking whether you would like to create it. Click Yes. Clicking No will result in no distribution center to be created. Next, you need to input the name of your distribution center. This is a free text form, so you can enter anything you wish. In this example, we will input Walmart Distribution Center. GLN, or Global Location Number, is part of the GS1 Systems of Standards. It is a simple tool used to identify a location and can identify locations uniquely where required. It is a 13-digit number. This is not a required input field, so you can leave it blank if you'd like. In this example, we will leave it blank. DUNS, or Data Universal Numbering System, is a system that applies a unique numeric identifier to a single business entity. It is a random 9-digit number. This is not a required input field, so you can leave it blank if you'd like. In this example, we will leave it blank. SAN, or Standard Address Number, is a unique 7-digit identifier for a specific address of an organization. It is used for identification of customers for electronic ordering transmission, voice recognition ordering systems, teleordering, and billing or shipping account numbers. SAN is not a required input field, so for now, we will leave it blank. EDI 856 required. Check this flag if you would like your distribution center to require EDI 856 forms. EDI 856 is a shipping notice used for communication of a shipment's contents to another trading partner. In this example, we will check the flag. RFID labeled required. Check this flag if you would like your distribution center to require RFID or radio frequency identification labels. RFID allows automatic identification and tracking of shipments. These labels contain electronically stored information that can easily be retrieved. In this example, we will check the flag. Next, fill out your distribution center's contact and shipping information and addresses because they are both required. First, in the Contacts tab, the contact name is the required input field, so in this example, we will input John Doe. The direct phone number, office phone number, and fax number are all not required input fields. We will just input 555, 555, 5555 for all three input fields. Next is the email address. It is also not a required input field, so leave it blank if you wish. In this example, we will input walmartdc@email.com. Next, fill out your location's contact address, which is required. For the address line 1, we will input 123 Any Street. Fill out address line 2 if your contact address includes an apartment number, floor number, or such. We will leave this blank. Click this for a drop-down of all the countries. Scroll through and select the country of your contact address. We will select United States. Next, enter your contact address zip code. We will enter 90071. Once you've entered a zip code, the city and state/province will appear. Orbit automatically determines which city and state your address lies according to the zip code. Since one zip code can pertain to multiple cities, click on this for a drop-down list of all the cities that pertain to your zip code and choose the correct city. If you attempt to type in a city that doesn't correspond to the zip code, Orbit will immediately notify you. For example, if we input Westminster, this pop-up will appear notifying me that the city and zip code are mismatched. Just click OK and select from one of the cities in the drop-down. In this example, we are given 3 options, but the correct city that corresponds to the location is LA, so we will select Los Angeles. Click here for a drop-down of all the states/provinces. Scroll through and select your contact address state/province. We will select California. Lastly, input the postal code of your contact address here. Leave it blank if you do not have one. In this example, we will leave it blank. Next, move on to the Shipping tab because it is required. If your shipping information and address are the same as that of your contacts, Orbit provides you an easy method to duplicate the information. Simply click on the Same as Contact button. In this example, we will click the Same as Contact button and duplicate the information from the Contacts tab. You can also add more addresses by clicking here. You can add a billing address, a receiving address, a remittance address, a return address, and a warehouse address. To remove one of these addresses, simply click the X button here. After you are all done filling out the Retailer Distribution Center entry form, be sure to click Save. A pop-up will appear confirming that your distribution center has been saved successfully. Just click OK. You will see that the center you just created is now listed in the distributions grid. When you go back to an existing distribution, be sure to click Save if you have made any modifications or changes to the entry form. You can also see that now there is a Disable button on this form. Click this if you would like to disable that specific distribution center. After you click it, a pop-up will appear reconfirming your decision. Click Yes if you'd like to disable the distribution center or click No if you don't. For now, we will click Yes. Another pop-up will appear noting that the distribution has been disabled successfully. Click OK. When you look over to the distribution section, you will see that the distribution center's name will appear grayed out. Once disabled, you will not be able to edit its information until it is re-enabled. If you wish to re-enable a distribution center, just simply click on its account name, and there will be an Enable button at the bottom. Click Enable, and there will be a pop-up that says that your distribution has been enabled successfully. Simply click OK. After you have added multiple distribution centers, they will all be listed in the grid labeled distributions. To edit existing distributions, either select the distribution in the grid or go to the Count dropdown in the Retailer Distribution Center entry. And there you have it. You have learned how to add a distribution center to your retailer. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you soon.